So hi, my name is Ofer Klein. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Kwik. And we are located in Israel and New York. So I highly recommend the Startup Nation tour. You won't be disappointed. It's an amazing tour that WPP is organizing. And I'm here to talk about the IoT automatic replenishment and the relationship with Amazon. So we talked a lot about this man and how the ground is shaking under the retailer, the brand, with a few examples of the last purchase and the private label. Thank you, Malcolm, from Kenta Retail. But most people don't know that this is already $2.5 billion business within Amazon, growing to $20 billion, which means this private label business is going to eat 3, 4, 5 big brands in the next 5 years if they don't wake up. But they're also heavily investing in B2B, restaurants, hospitals, pharmacies, more than $1 billion they already fulfill through this channel to restaurants and other B2B, heavily focused on the consumer, but they have no flexibility to the brands. They have no data that they share with the brands. And basically, the direct relationship between the consumer and the brands does not exist. It's only through Amazon. And happily, they start to react. P&G is now delivering 7 brands within the direct-to-consumer platform. We are a part of that. Nestle is starting to play in the direct-to-consumer. Rakit Ben-Kizer today have an SVP of D2C. 5 years ago, someone would kill him only by this title, but today they proudly announce it. But the main problem with the consumer is that the app is just not good enough for them. So the stats in the US, 90% of the users will not continuously use the app for reordering after 30 days. So the chances if you have an app that you use regularly by Gillette, Pampers, Purina, any of those brands is almost zero. And the brands know it. And then Internet of Things come to play. And we see the IoT getting bigger and bigger in retail. We talked earlier about the death button. So we have today the open version of the death button. Basically, we democratize it to every brand and retailer. And you'll see some of our partners later. And also the Alexa, our good friend here, Alexa and Google, add bananas to my basket. And starting to talk about automatic appliances. Actually, we're talking about it for 15 years, the smart fridge, the smart whatever. And I would guess that most of you don't have even one of those in your home because it's not there yet. So basically, we took an approach of democratizing the Amazon seamless order capabilities. So we're not trying to compete with Amazon. We can even partner with them on some aspects. But we took the approach starting from the IoT, going to the app, the e-commerce, the data analytics, the delivery, fulfillment, payment. Either we provide it through our ecosystem or the brand or retailer can get whatever they have. But basically the approach is, unlike Amazon, we enhance the brand and we allow them to be in the front. Basically we are a white label. We work with some of the biggest brands and retailers already. There are a few that we signed and we cannot expose here yet until they expose. But multi-billion-dollar brands which they know they have to compete. Some in the healthcare space, some in the B2B space as well. But all of these things are still focusing on the user. The user can forget, the user can change his or her mind, the user can be pissed off that you don't deliver in 5 hours, but I'm waiting for my coffee. How can we shift the entire platform from the user to usage? And no, usage is not subscription, which you get another product, and you are having a vacation in the Bahamas, and you get another tied to your home. I don't call that usage. Some magic happens, and you know exactly how I use my coffee, laundry, dishwasher, whatever, and I get only what I need, exactly when I need it, without buying new appliances, which I will not buy in the next 10 years. So this is what we did. We added a bunch of sensors and machine learning algorithms to the device. And with no installation, not talking to those slow movers, the machine manufacturers, how can we tap onto whatever you have in your home and to make it smart? And that's what we did in a competition in Europe. We won first prize. That's the entire installation. Just plug it in anywhere you want. we can detect when the laundry machine, in this case, it works. We know because you told us that you have 30 pods in your home, now 29, 28, 27, and when you reach a threshold, we either add it to basket or order it for you. And then it doesn't have to come within 3 hours because I know in advance, 7 days, 10 days in advance, that you need the product. So the shipping cost is lower. So all of a sudden the retailers become our friends and say, hey, I want it because it saves, basically the delivery cost becomes almost zero. And it was a much deeper dive into the IoT space with machine learning and all of those words that people go and raise money for. But it really works. No installation. We cannot wait for Bosch, Siemens, Whirlpool, and those to wake up because it will take 5 to 7 years. Eventually, we will work with them. And it's highly scalable, meaning on any device, we can just update the software to fit into a different appliance. Coffee, laundry, soda, whatever. That's what we call fingerprinting. So we basically measure what your machine does, which operation. We gather the data. Over the time, we become smarter and smarter. We can plan this software in smart appliances later on. So I'm not in love with a dedicated hardware. It's basically a software game. We provide the data, who is buying what, when, and also the usage data, up to the granularity of a specific user, engaging upon usage, and all of those smart things that only Amazon today can do. And even Amazon today have no clue how many times you drink coffee, have no clue if you drink it in the morning or in the evening, which is super important for advertisers and for others. So it's not only about laundry. All of these, we have already partners in either advanced negotiations or projects. From laundry to coffee to dishwasher, water, that's in Israel, but that's the biggest business unit within Nestle, for example. How can you measure every time you replace the water jug? Soda bar and even B2B. So let's think about the consumer first. If they won't use it, nothing will happen. Okay? So for the first thing, it's seamless ordering. Nobody likes to order detergent. Nobody say, yeah, I just ordered my water jug. No, it's an awful thing to do, and I don't want to do it. You get it right on time, and you can get incentives, etc. But for the brand and retail, for the first time, you lock in the user, and that's the higher lifetime value. You can add to basket. No need anymore to send one product to my home. This could wait in my Walmart basket, and when I check out, it will wait for me there. And for the first time, this is dramatic, and we started talking to Kantar and to other data providers, but also, of course, to the brands. How many times and when do I use my coffee machine, for example? I bought 50 pods, and now I use it 51 pods. Guess what? I just bought from one of your competitors. So all of those things regarding usage and not only purchasing. Very high level, we basically democratize the entire chain from the sensors to the cloud with all of the security and privacy and all of those big words that we worked for 6 months to certify within the big brands. And then we can work with literally any retailer, any fulfillment and delivery, any payment, fully democratizing the entire automatic replenishment chain. And there are tons of use cases. We won't get into them, but from appliances to healthcare to industrial, the green ones are those that we are working with partners already. And the future, yes, I believe that one day we will have smart appliances in our home. Will Bosch and Siemens and Whirlpool and those create this ecosystem of brands and retailers and e-commerce? Personally, I think not. And we are here to provide them, once they have those machines, the entire ecosystem. So it's better for the user, it's better for the brand, and obviously it's better for the machine manufacturers. That's it. Thank you very much.